We could just like talk about that box of Payless shoes over there behind you. Should go shopping?
I have a box of Payless
There's a
shoes.
box right over your shoulder. It says Payless.
So it does. So it does. That's my box of junk.
Oh, so you didn't buy new shoes.
Not in my shoes. I bought shoes the other day, actually.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy, just mildly epic.
Work shoes.
Oh, fun. Okay, let's stop talking about that. Go ahead, Eddie. Take it away.
Okay, everyone. This is I'm Eddie Stash,
I'm Mike Ross.
and today we're gonna talk about the PlayStation experience. This is our first reactionary YouTube video, but since our Twitch video me and Mike did,
Uh-huh.
where we were actually side by side in the great, not really state of Tennessee.
Not really state. We are it's totally a state. I just wish I was in Maryland. It's really all there is, but
Yes. I'm just saying, I can have a house for you here, okay? I got you.
No. All I gotta do is convince the boss, and good luck on that. So, Eddie, how you doing, man? It was like Christmas all over again with this PSX. I know you were excited.
Oh, I was super excited. So I'm a fan of every console, but I'm a little bit more of a Sony fanboy than anything. This was like E3 all over again, but better because there was just that little bit more talking in between. Not enough to like really push it out, but a little bit more talking.
Oh yeah, and they came with the announcements, man. I was a little worried, especially after the like after
The Pro.
what was the one that was on like Friday, the Game Awards, that
Wait, I didn't actually watch that.
it was
and the
really
only
boring. You didn't miss anything. It's okay.
I think the only thing I really missed from that is Bulletstorm with Duke Nukem.
Yeah, that's kind
That
of
looked
cool.
kind of cool.
Yeah, but that's more or less about it. And Jeff Keighley and Hideo made out. They showed off a new trailer for Death Stranding. That was kind of cool. But I think we're getting off topic. But yeah,
So real quick, during this one, before we start talking about like simple games, or not simple games, but singular games, one thing I did notice, I don't know if you noticed, was the hockey shirt guy. I can't remember his name, but the hockey shirt guy.
Gio Corsi.
He was fanboying over that PlayStation
Oh
Vita.
my god! Like
Every game. Oh, and the PlayStation Vita.
Uh-huh.
And the PlayStation Vita.
It's coming out for PlayStation
And the
4
PlayStation Vita.
and Vita. It was
Yeah.
great. Yeah. No. Yeah. He's done that at pretty much every single conference they have him at. They always have him out, and he unveils like 5 Vita games back to back. You can almost set your watch by it. And the ones he announced were pretty cool. I love.
Yes.
I love whenever the Vita gets love because it will never get love at E3, but at PSX, that's never you do it.
It's got some love.
Yes.
So, Mike Ross, what was your favorite thing?
Um.
You should know, by the way, what my favorite thing was, so don't take my favorite thing.
Oh. Okay. Well, my favorite things. It's got to be Knack 2. No, definitely not. It's the it was the Crash remaster. I think that was really cool.
That looked beautiful.
Crash remaster was so great. I'm really looking forward to that.
Dude, Crash Remastered just looked beautiful. I can't wait.
Yes, and that looks to be really cool. I hope that they do the same with like Spyro and all their other old IPs. So somehow they were able to work with I think it's Universal who has it now, but like that's just I can't wait. Looking forward to that for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So my favorite thing, if you didn't know, and it's not Knack 2, so meh.
Nah,
Marvel versus Capcom
obviously,
Infinite. Infinity.
yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. They started off like they had the Uncharted thing, really cool.
Which was great. Yeah,
Awesome.
you play as Chloe, right?
Yeah, you play as his daughter.
So very
Right?
cool.
Yeah. That looked freaking sweet. I can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
But then they go right in. Capcom comes up, crowd goes wild, and you see Mega Man step out. Mega Man X, the most wanted character, period.
Like the only the thing that kills me about Marvel's Capcom 4 is it was leaked like before the conference. I wish that I wish that it hadn't leaked because that would have been like an amazing surprise to actually watch and be I would have loved to have been surprised at that. Unfortunately, it leaked like a couple days earlier, but still
You're right.
super cool.
You're right, but it wasn't exactly leaked what it was exactly. We were just like, there's going to be a new one.
Right.
Or then I also heard rumors like, no, they're just going to do a remake of the first one.
Oh,
So
don't know. I'm glad it's a new one. Yeah.
I am too. Mega Man, Captain Marvel, it looks like it's going to be a 2v2 game this time instead of a 3v3, which is okay. That kind of harkens back to the old days.
Okay, I know I mean, we might as well just roll there right now. We'll just jump around and we'll hit everything as it comes. But on the subject of Marvel's Capcom 4, there were rumors before, and I don't know if they didn't announce it on stage. I don't know if they announced it after the fact. You would know though. Is it a partnership with the Disney MCU, and so we're not gonna have Wolverine, we're not gonna have Deadpool, we're not gonna have any of the Fox characters?
They haven't stated anything. The only thing we know is it's 2v2 and involves the Infinity Stones like the OG games did. And then that'll have Iron Man, Captain Marvel, Mega Man, and Ryu.
Is it the?
That's all we know. And I'm assuming Thanos, because like at the end when they showed the guy on the chair, and then like I don't know what this is with the eyes. I assume that's the Capcom thing.
Probably,
but I assume the guy like sitting there is Thanos. I don't know. I would like to think we might not get Wolverine, but I assume we'll probably get X-23 Wolverine, who's the current Wolverine. And we might get one or two other X-Men things. They'd be a fool not to capitalize on Deadpool's popularity right now.
But like I thought it was like it's a marketing thing at this point, or a licensing thing at this point, because if they're going to be working with Disney and being able to use the characters from the MCU, you would think they wouldn't be able to use the Fox characters, Fantastic Four.
Well, that's a little bit different. You remember Insomniac and Sony are going through Spider-Man. They own the movie rights to these characters.
Yes.
Not like all the video game rights to the characters, which is why Fox and Sony aren't making the comics. They're just making the movies. Everything else is still owned by Marvel and Disney. Marvel and Disney still own Wolverine and Deadpool and Spider-Man and all them. They just license the rights out. I don't know. We'll see.
Yes.
We'll see. But I think it would be a fool's mistake not to include them.
It would,
especially fan favorites like Deadpool, Wolverine.
Oh yeah,
like those are staples that everybody loves.
Absolutely. So I can't wait to hear more about that for sure.
Yes.
I mean,
we're also
the Capcom fighting games. That's the one that I like the most, or maybe it's hate the least. I don't know. But as far as Capcom fighting games go, and Marvel's Capcom's, my favorite.
We're also getting remade Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Are they?
Was
HD
released
remaster?
HD remastered on the PS4. First time in like 2 to 3 years it's been out. On the PS4 yesterday. So you can turn on your PS4 and get this game right now with all DLC.
Really?
And coming out on Xbox One and PC in March. So like a 4-month wait to get it on Xbox and PC. So Sony had to dole out a little bit of money there to go like, hey, give it to us first.
Well, they
had to dole out some money.
Well, they had the partnership with Capcom for Street Fighter V.
Exactly.
It's a console exclusive with them. So you would think that relationship would carry over to, all the new parts. It kind of sucks that that's not coming to Street Fighter V and all that. It's not coming to Xbox or anything else like that. It's sort of a shame. I'm pretty sure Marvel's Capcom 3 is also going to be a PlayStation console exclusive.
I don't know. When I saw the trailer at the end, it said PS4, Xbox One, PC.
Really? Okay. Well,
yes.
Shoot. Well, they still chose the platform to announce it on. So maybe they'll try and pull like a Destiny, where everyone.
Worst comes to first, it'll be like first on PlayStation, but you have to wait a month or a week or how long to get it on Xbox for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Capcom showed Akuma in Street Fighter V.
They did.
With the 2017 character pack, so we'll see who's coming new there to get Capcom out of the way.
People love the Street Fighter characters, so
people love Street Fighter characters, and Akuma's one of the top.
And now Street Fighter V's been out for a while, so Akuma didn't launch with Street Fighter V. I feel like he's sort of a staple.
He has been launch. Big, which is why, I guess he's the first one in the new pack and everything. But no, he wasn't on launch or anything like that.
Yeah, that's weird. I guess I would have thought otherwise. Anyways, but so do you want to roll through all the announcements on there, or most of the announcements? I got a more or less a breakdown here.
I don't think we have that much time to roll through all the announcements.
Probs not.
There's a lot of freaking games.
They talked about a lot of games.
2 to 3 times. They just had games going right after another without even announcing what the game was. It was like, hey, here's a video of things that are happening eventually.
That's the thing. Like some of the demo reels, especially the ones for PSVR, they showed maybe 5 games in there, and I just kind of wish they would have labeled them whenever they were showing the sizzle reel for this specific game, because a couple of them look cool, and some of them I recognized, and some of them I really didn't.
Yeah, so I think I saw the Ubisoft Soar one or whatever, where you're the eagle.
Eagle
I
Flight.
saw that one. Yeah, I saw a couple of the other ones. But yeah, I mean, we can go through. We already have Uncharted, which looked great. Great
Single
way to
player
start.
DLC, which is great.
Yep.
I loved Uncharted 4. It's I don't know if I'm ready to call game of the year on it or whatever, but I really enjoyed my time with it. Couldn't put it down while I was playing it, so
Mhm.
that accounts for something. It's gorgeous and all that. Looking forward to more single player DLC for sure.
Yep.
And
And then we had
let me see. Oh yeah, right. They teased a new Wipeout. Right.
we had the Wipeout Collection,
Mm-hmm.
which is another game remake, which is great. Okay, game remakes. This is the console generation of remakes.
Did they?
I get it.
Did they say what Wipeouts are coming with it? Is this like the PS3
Yes.
Wipeout?
Wipeout HD,
Okay.
Wipeout Fury, and Wipeout 2048.
Okay, so like the most recent ones. All right.
Yeah.
It's not bad. That's cool,
No.
I guess.
Yeah, it's Wipeout. I enjoy Wipeout. It's not,
I'm
my favorite
awful
thing in
at
the
it.
world, but
I'm really
know,
bad
they're-
at it, but like it's
yeah,
it's
I don't
it's
know
a fun
anybody
indie
that's
game
really
usually.
good. Yeah, I don't know anybody that's really good at it, Mike.
Nah.
We have Destiny came on next.
Right.
With their,
yeah, they talked
winter
about
event.
more of that. It looks like
So they're gonna have
like
a
Sparrow Racing, and there were a couple other things.
Sparrow Racing, some other winter stuff, scoring for your strike, so you can compete with your friends, get the high scoring stuff like that. Some new weapons, some new mod, standard Destiny update stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming in about 2 weeks.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There was the Crash Bandicoot. They actually got a trailer, which is great.
Yep.
I mean, I would have.
Looked-
Yeah,
Looked beautiful.
exactly. I would have loved any kind of news on that, but just the fact that we got, and like it was a decently long trailer. It was like 3 ish minutes long. You saw a lot of gameplay that showed side by side of it from the original PlayStation into the new conversion. I think maybe it's just the art style of Crash, but I mean, in my opinion, the Ratchet and Clank that released this year had a bit more like wow factor to it.
I think it might have been the art style of Crash there. I mean, we'll see in the end, but they were also really it's a bigger jump from OG Crash to now than
Yeah.
from OG Ratchet and Clank from now.
True. So they almost have to just reshape the entire character. But I mean, either way, super excited. I was excited at E3. We got to see more of it. Still excited now. I just want it to come
Yes.
out.
Yes. The last update to the Resident Evil 7 demo.
Oh my god, that game.
I'm glad they showed the main character shooting some things.
Yeah,
So now
that instills some confidence.
It's gonna make people think like, hey, this isn't just a walking sim or anything like that.
Mhm.
You also get to shoot things now,
That's cool.
which is great. Like it has the scary factor, it needs the shooting factor, and we're good.
Dude, I don't know, man. I really I want that game to be good so bad, but they're not showing very much of it. I mean,
No, and
and like the
I'm
demo,
honestly okay with it
the
not
demo
showing
was
too much.
moody and it was great and it was beautiful and I really liked it. But I hope that I was hoping and then the trailer showed us that there was more to this game than just
Yes.
walking around, finding a key, watching videotapes, so on and so forth. So
Yeah.
I'm interested. I'm just very curious. I hope there is more to this game, and I think there probably is.
Absolutely. I can't wait. Like, you combine this with the Marvel vs. Capcoms with the new Mega Man they haven't announced or teased or anything, but it's totally gonna come out one day, maybe somehow.
Maybe.
And then Capcom's back, where it belongs, up at the top of the hill with everyone else.
We can always hope. At least
Yeah.
they're using the Mega Man IP, man. I was so happy to see X in Marvel vs. Capcom. I love X.
I'm pretty sure if they did not show Mega Man X right then and there in that video,
Mhm.
there would have been a riot. There would have been a riot, and everybody would have just walked out. Like, Capcom, we're done with you.
Well, like he wasn't in 3, was he?
Zero was in 3, and
Zero was
Tron
in
Bond.
3. That's what it was. Right.
Yep.
Right. But,
And then Frank Castle,
West, yes. Uh-huh.
he had a Mega Man costume. I'm sorry, I don't,
I can't wait until like they start. They're probably gonna do the same thing with Street Fighter 5, or like every like couple of months or whatever, they'll like release like, okay, here's 2 more characters, and then here's 2 more characters, all the way
Oh, yeah.
up until the launch of the game.
I mean, it's coming out now. I mean, it's not coming out now. It's coming out next year.
Yeah.
So we don't have that much longer So we have time.
Yeah.
It's coming out in the next 12 months.
Yeah,
Hopefully, no
look forward
delays.
to that. You know.
Yes.
Yeah. Parappa the Rapper, Loco Roco, and Patapon,
And Patapon
remasters.
Oh my god!
Three of the weirdest games ever on PlayStation.
Yes. I started seeing the Parappa the Rapper stuff, and I'm like,
Oh
"What
my
is
God.
going on?
Dude,
what is this?
That game is made to have a remaster.
Yes.
Because like it just
I
that
can't wait.
there's never been anything that looks like it, and I just want to have a nice, cleaned, version of it. That's it's got nice rounded edges and anti-aliasing, and it'll look like a floating cartoon. It still looks unique to this day, and I'm stoked to play that. Plus, it's a music game, and I love music games. Totally hit the mic. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I know you love your music games and everything. They showed us The Last Guardian a little bit. Yeah, I think that comes out very soon.
I think that's is that coming out
next week?
Yeah, it's coming out.
He said we'd see it next week.
It's Sunday, so it's coming out this coming Tuesday. It's
barring it being pushed back again.
What are the odds of that?
Tuesday morning comes. Sorry, Last Guardian pushed back 2019. Flames.
Sony Entertainment of America ships millions of empty boxes to GameStops across the world.
Yes.
What's your take on that? Do you care about The Last Guardian anymore? Because you strike me as a guy. I didn't know you in high school, but you strike me as the kind of guy who in high school just fucking loved Shadow. You were one of those guys who was telling me, no, you gotta play Shadow of the Colossus, you gotta play Eco, they're amazing, they're phenomenal games, they're so good, artsy, fartsy, all this stuff, and now every indie dev makes one. But am I correct in that assumption?
No, I never played either of those games.
Really? Me neither. I don't get it.
And I don't care for The Last Guardian. I may get if I see the Shadow of Colossus Eco double pack,
that's hard to find,
on sale somewhere. Yeah. I'd buy it because I think they are classics.
Mm-hmm.
But
the game's 10 years old, man. Anyone who was a weeaboo in high school who would have been all about that shit, dude, they have kids now, and I can't.
Yeah, I am so tired of Bird Dog.
Trico.
Bird Dog dead.
Bird Dog.
Oh, let's get tired of Bird Dog.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 15 came out though, and that's a game that's been in development for 10 years, and it's pretty good. I redboxed it, been playing it all weekend. It's not bad.
Mike, it's an amazing game. It is different than any other Final Fantasy I've ever played, and it's an amazing game. Shut your face. I was worried at first, but I enjoyed immensely.
One thing I do appreciate about it, we're kind of getting off topic of that, but I just need to get my initial thoughts out of it. A couple hours into it. I appreciate that the English voice acting is good, because like my reflex whenever it was asking, okay, so what language do you want subtitles and what language do you want voices? I'm like, okay, English subtitles, Japanese voices. And I played for an hour or so that way, and it was good. It was fine. And I was like, well, let's try it, and it was good. It's there.
Very good.
I haven't come across too many hokey lines where I hear it and I'm like, that sounded cooler in Japanese, didn't it?
No, I think they Americanized it very well.
Yeah, the localization's real good on it.
Yes. Now, after they did Parappa the Rapper and everything, Knack 2. Real quick.
Knack.
I loved the first game. I had an amazing time. I thought it was very fun, very cool. Not the best game in the world, but very, very fun and cool. It was, I liked it.
It was a launch game. It was really.
It was a launch game. I never thought a sequel was going to happen.
No,
I never saw this coming. I thought Knack died.
I don't think
we're done with it.
I don't think anyone ever really asked for this game either. It probably should have stayed.
You know what though? I will stay excited for it. Mainly because apparently if you play the demo on the floor, one of the people in the demo actually man, I don't know how you save the world, Knack. All you know is 3 punches and a kick. So the game understands the first game was
maybe it's good. Maybe it's gonna end up being really good, and they'll get it right and we'll get a cool 3D platformer beat 'em up, and maybe I don't know. I just feel like Knack is the butt of a joke at this point, so I don't know why. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. What you go for it, Sony.
Yep. I mean, why not, right?
Yep.
Why not? Um, Gravity Rush 2 or the DLC for Gravity Rush or whatnot.
Yeah.
I've never played that game. Have you?
I played the demo of it. It's really cool, and it's got a neat art style, and the gameplay is cool. You're just literally just changing the direction of gravity, so you're kind of flying. You're really falling, but you're flying all across the world. It's super pretty, super cool. Works really well on Vita. I haven't played the PS4 port, but I imagine that also works really well.
Yeah, and this is a new single player campaign with Raven, apparently.
Yeah, the character Raven is playable in there, so that's cool. I don't know if is it a whole new campaign, or is it just a skin that just swaps out?
I think they said it was a new single player campaign.
That's cool. And so that's cool. If you're looking forward to Gravity Rush 2, it's Vita exclusive. I feel like that game didn't sell. I mean, the Vita didn't sell particularly well, so of course, Gravity Rush 2 didn't sell particularly well.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I didn't buy it, so that's again, that sort of falls right in line with like Knack and Parappa the Rappa and Loco Roco. Just Sony just handing out gifts here at the end of the year. It's like all you diehard PlayStation fans that give a shit and
you
know
go.
what Loco Roco is. Here you go. So that's cool. We got an update on Gran Turismo Sport, which is
Yes.
it's good to know that that game still exists, and Polyphony Digital will probably only be working on it for another 5 years.
Eventually, we'll get it.
Now,
But you know what? I do love Gran Turismo, so hopefully it'll be just as good when it comes out.
right, but I imagine by that time Forza will have lapped it, or lapped it again, you would say. Just,
Yeah. My favorite racing game is still Gran Turismo 3, so...
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Forza Horizon comes close, but Gran Turismo 3.
I would say Forza 6, man, is... I mean, if you like on-track racing or whatever, I think Forza 6 is just better in just about every conceivable way. I've heard it from so many Gran Turismo fans, like, no, you don't understand, man. You can buy a used car and it'll run a little bit better because you've broken in the engine and all this other crap. Who cares? Like, oh, you can buy your mom's station wagon. Why would I want to do that? why would I want to drive my mom's station wagon? Whatever. Ni no Kuni 2.
Yes,
Right?
Ni no Kuni 2. That looked really cool.
Did you play the first one? That was a
No, I
PS3
did
exclusive, and I did not play it. But it's got a beautiful art style, and I like that it's, it's always looked really cool, but it's a big, fat, it's got to be at least a 60-hour RPG. And
At least.
And in this time of my life, I just don't really have time for a 60-hour RPG. But
I mean, from what I heard from our buddy Lamar, his wife loved it.
mm-hmm.
And, and his wife barely plays any games, so...
Yeah. No, I've heard good things. I have
Absolutely
heard good things. But
yeah, it seemed once we got past GT Sport, we had a little section of just big, huge Japanese RPGs.
yeah.
So we went from Ni no Kuni, Yakuza something, which is a remake of the first one,
Mm-hmm.
and then Yakuza 6.
Well, was it? It's Yakuza
Kiwami?
6 and Kiwami.
Whatever.
Yakuza Kiwami.
Which is like a remake of the first, apparently. Which is
I've
they both look
never
really cool.
played a Yakuza game.
I haven't, but I've been wanting to, and I think this Kiwami might be where I get into it.
It's worth a shot. I've heard good things. It looks like a GTA, but doesn't take itself nearly as seriously. Which
No.
GTA could definitely use a bit more of that. So good on them.
Yep. We go to Danganronpa.
Oh my God, Marilyn died whenever they talked about Danganronpa 3 because they're remaking the first two and putting those on PS4 like next year, and she like just absolutely inhaled those games. Whenever I got them for her, I was like, hey, I haven't seen any gameplay ever, but it was Colin Moriarty from PS I Love You.
Yeah.
XOXO. He was just talking on and on about how great Danganronpa is, and she just got a Vita. Bought it for her, was like, hey, give it a shot. I don't really know what it is. She's like, all right, cool. Played it and just did not put it down for like 3 days straight and just beat the whole damn thing. And she's like, can I have the next one? It just like I was shocked. She did nothing else but just destroy that game. So she was super looking forward to Danganronpa 3. She's probably gonna play through the first two again on PS4.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it looked beautiful. Like I
Monokuma
haven't played
Cubs.
them, but it
They
looked.
got Monokuma Cubs.
Yes, yes. And then near Automaton,
Yeah,
Autonomous.
yeah. I I
Excuse me.
I didn't play the first Nier, but I heard from so many people that it's like great. It's really freaking good. You
I,
played it?
I I I have not played it either. My JRPG intake has gone way down,
Yeah, just don't have
and
time for
yeah,
that.
I wish I did, but I don't.
It's
But
hard.
no, it looked amazing.
I think you can. I don't know if the first Nier is backwards compatible on X. It's probably not, but like, there's probably a PC version of it that you could play,
I think there is.
or maybe you even have your PS3 still hooked up. I don't know, but I've heard great things about. It's like so like the biggest sleeper hit um, of last generation was Near. I remember seeing it at Best Buy whenever I worked there. It was always on the shelf. Never sold any of them, but people were just talking about it. So again, this was aside from like Uncharted and like a couple of other games on the list or whatever. It was just
Is
so
that
many fan
Yeah,
favorites.
it's huge. Like, you know what, guys? We've been listening. We have all this money from, being first since PlayStation 4 came out. We're going to put this money towards the old games that you want remastered now. So, I mean, we figured what? PlayStation 4, Xbox One, the generation of remastered. Let's just put out more remastered, but this time the ones you really want.
I mean, they sell, so I mean, there's that.
Exactly. Yeah. No, they sell, and that's good.
I mean, so. And then I guess we should just go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room.
What's the elephant in the room?
That would be
the very last
the
one.
very last thing they talked about at that show, because
there's one or two other things first, okay? One or two other things.
Oh, okay.
Okay, calm down a little bit. We have Let It Die.
Right, that's from the Lollipop Chainsaw guys, right?
I believe so.
That's
It was described as Dark Souls wrapped in steampunk.
Is that the one that had the skateboarding?
Yes, the skateboarding Grim Reaper.
So funny.
Yes, that looked really cool.
It looks very of that team.
Yes. They showed a little bit of Horizon Zero Dawn, which comes out in 2 months.
I know, but I've seen enough of that game. I'm sold. I'm buying it.
Now this one, before we get to the very end of the show, this one was showed a little bit later, which is Death Stranding, which I didn't see the Game Award one, but I did see this one. And this one it didn't have Norman Reedus in it. It had this fat guy with an American
Guillermo del
pin.
Toro.
Oh, that was Guillermo del Toro?
That's Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro has like a shock of white hair and dresses funny and is the collector to me, okay?
Yeah, I mean,
He didn't look like that.
Oh my god, dude, what the fuck was that trailer? You have got to watch the Game Awards. It is so bizarre.
Did it have the octopus tank going across the bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I already watched the same trailer. Then
okay,
it was just
cool. And then also it had
well.
What's his face? The main villain from Skyfall, the James Bond film.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know the person.
That guy, he had like the weird like the weird acid. He take out this thing out of his mouth and his face would like collapse in on the side or whatever. You remember him? That guy. Yeah. He is literally commanding a skeleton military army.
Yeah, no.
It's bizarre. It's so out there.
I get you, Kojima. I get you that you Kojima and you like the Kojima thing.
He has to Kojima.
By the way, Kojima is in the dictionary. You look it up. There's a dictionary definition and everything. We get it. But
it's a verb.
I don't get it. I don't understand this game. And I hope no one does.
But like,
I hope no one.
But like, you like Metal Gear, right?
I love Metal Gear. But there's babies and things attached to your body.
Yeah.
And there's oil, it looks like.
And
an octopus tank. And then a dude with like leashed, like people that are leashed to him, and he just lets them go. I don't get it.
I don't know.
But maybe that's part of the reason why I'm gonna play it.
It's art. You can say what you want. You cannot deny that it's art. And like again, I've never been a huge Metal Gear fan. I played like a bit of 3, and like that's kind of it. Still haven't played 5, but like.
5 was great.
5 is so great. I know. Yeah, it's like one of the best games of last year. But I've seen enough of the cutscenes to just sort of get how he likes to do his games, like his style. I don't even know if you have a style, because his style is almost the fact that he has no style and he goes against the grain on everything he does. And this just looks like he doesn't have Konami behind him telling him, now Kojima, that's probably a bad idea.
It's like, no, Kojima, nobody's gonna get this. What are you doing?
Sony doesn't care. They're like, shoot, that sells. All right, sure, yeah, go do whatever the hell you want.
It's like, Kojima be Kojima. Here's a check. You write in the number you want. We don't care.
I loved that he has Norman Reedus and Guillermo del Toro back in his game. So
yes,
maybe we'll go a little bit survival horror. Maybe we'll kind of get that PT vibe, because god damn, that demo. I wish I had it on my PS4. But dude, I'll still like load up like a YouTube video of like a playthrough of that. I'll still load that up and just, it'll be like 20 minutes long. I don't care. It's just so bizarre and it's so cool, and I just really want that to be a thing again.
Exactly. So, real quick, E3 last year opened with God of War. Ended with Days Gone? No?
Yes.
Yes.
It ended with Days Gone.
Okay, so really good game. Really good game. No Sony bend. Surprised me a little bit, but okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't show up, but, well, whatever.
The PlayStation experience, they decided, you know what? We're going to open with big and close with biggest.
I know.
Like, they did
can't
not
ask for a bigger exclusive.
back.
It does not exist.
There's nothing else that if they only showed this one trailer, everybody would still be extremely happy.
Yeah.
That's it.
I can't even imagine. Oh, we're talking about The Last of Us 2.
Last of Us 2
got announced, and everyone lost their shit. And
yes.
It looks...
I remember watching the live stream, and you see, like, the woods and the car, and I heard this guy, like, holy shit, it's The Last of Us 2! I'm like,
as soon as the narration started up, I knew what it was, and I'm so happy. What do you think of the name? The Last of Us Part 2. I'm glad it doesn't have a subtitle. I'm glad it doesn't have... Yeah.
It seems like it's carrying on more. Like, instead of a 1, 2, there's like a part 2. Like, yeah, this is like a direct continuation of the game.
Yep.
So Ellie's grown up.
She is.
She's tatted up.
She plays guitar.
And she plays guitar. She's bloody.
Joel she's angry. She's pissed.
She's pissed. Joel is old.
Older. Yep.
Yeah, older.
If that can be a thing, yeah. I don't think he's going to make it through this game. Because Ellie doesn't look like she needs him, that's for sure.
No, but like, so I'm wondering a couple things. I think this game, we're probably going to have Ellie be the main person, and Joel kind of follow her.
That'd be really cool.
Or Joel stay at like some kind of home base they have, or something like that. But I want to know, who is she going to kill? Is she talking about killing all the zombies? Is she talking about killing some kind of evil human group? The Fireflies, maybe?
I mean, Fireflies make sense, or like any remnants of them. My guess is she probably... We may have caught her in a time where she finally found out, like, what they were going to do to her.
Exactly.
What shocks me is that she's still with Joel. I was surprised to see those two still together, because, like, maybe she, he straight up lied to her and was very selfish, and... I mean, I don't know. That's a tough game to unwrap, but like, the guy we talking about, the Fireflies, I guess, right? Getting revenge on them.
I guess so. Either that or a group we don't even know about.
It's tough to speculate.
Yeah, but it looked beautiful.
Yeah,
and it's in early development. Man, I'm gonna say this will come out Christmas 2017. 2018 at the latest.
I don't want them to rush it,
I don't want them to either, but if they wanted to come out on the PS4, the time's dwindling.
Last of Us came out like it was
at the very end of the PS3.
Yeah, it was like the summer, it was the very last summer before the PS4 launched. So yeah. I mean, like, and it still sold really well, and it's still very well remembered. I'd much rather them take as much time as they need, especially because now Naughty Dog they used to be 2 teams, and now they've combined back into one, so now they should technically be able to pump this out faster than...
Exactly, and I'd be even okay if they waited until the PlayStation 5 or whatever I have plenty of games, especially depending on when that comes out, because it could be a sleeper thing and come out next year or the year after. We don't know how long our consoles have lifespan anymore.
They said specifically before they showed the trailer that it was in really early development. Like this is probably pre-production. You know, like we just finalized, maybe not even finalized the character models for Ellie and Joel, and so we just sort of threw this together, got with the writers to give you an idea of the theme or whatever.
Oh yeah, they probably have like the story all like, you know, this is what we want to do in the game. This is what we want for the trailer to look like. Make the trailer, and the game, like, essentially right now they're writing the story.
Yep.
That's probably how early it is. Like, they're not even making the game, they're writing the story. So that was a great way to end it.
That's how you end it, man. That's your dreams get hype. You know, that was very excited to see that.
Yeah.
For sure.
So Sony this weekend was really like, you know what, kids, F Santa Claus. Here we are.
The gifts.
There you go.
Yeah.
You get a game. You get a game.
So now that we're done sucking Sony's dick, let's talk about the things that I was disappointed about at the conference.
Okay.
No Final Fantasy VII Remaster. Not a peep. No Kingdom Hearts. Still can't change our name on PSN. Even after that whole leak about, like, you know, Sony going out and telling people, hey, you know, whenever you're referencing, you know, the player, you should reference the number, not the name. You know, trying to get that motion, not a peep on that. Still, I mean, just...
I agree with you on the first two. I wasn't really that upset about the third one.
I want to change my name on PSN because I'm Give It a Squeeze everywhere, except for on PSN, I'm Give It a Squeeze 2.
You know what? On mine, I'm Shade Blades everywhere, but on PSN, I'm Shade Blades with one Z.
Ooh. Don't you want to fix that for the consistency? God damn it, Sony.
Yes. But you're right. You're right. I expected one of those two, Final Fantasy VII or Kingdom Hearts 3.
I was totally expecting 7. Like, that was a given. I would have put money on that.
I mean, I get it. Final Fantasy 15 just came out, and they don't want to, like, draw attention away, which is why I'd be okay if there wasn't any 7. But Kingdom Hearts 3 wouldn't have drawn a lot of attention away from Final Fantasy 15. Yeah. I mean, we have 2.8 coming out next month, I believe, or in the next 3 months. We have 2.8 coming out. We had the remastered of 1.5 and 2.5 coming out in the same amount of time.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of Kingdom Hearts coming out in the next 3 months.
Do you think it's going to make next year?
Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Mike, if it doesn't make next year, look, I'm going to tell you straight. If we don't get any news about Kingdom Hearts 3 or Final Fantasy 7 next year, I might divorce Sony.
I don't know.
Or if at very least, I might divorce Square Enix.
I could see that. Yeah.
I mean, like, give me something on one of those things. You are working on them. You better be working on them.
I just want signs of life. You know, I don't need... I mean, I would definitely like to see stills or gameplay or something about it. But you know, just come out and acknowledge. Be like, hey, by the way, we know we promised you this last year, but it's still happening. Give us time.
Like Final Fantasy VII, what I would really enjoy would be like, you know how they said they're doing episodes and whatnot? Good. Final Fantasy Episode 1 is going to have this stuff. 2 is going to have this stuff. 3 is going to have this stuff. Okay, cool. You have officially like give us a little bit more groundwork to it. You have laid out a little bit more. We now know you are still working. Okay. Kingdom Hearts 3, tell me a couple worlds I don't know about. And show me Kingdom Hearts 3, I better get some gameplay. Kingdom Hearts 3 been in the work for a while.
Long enough.
I need some gameplay.
Oh my God. So that's the biggest thing for me is I wish that those were there. I would have also liked to see, you know, I would have liked to, not that The Last of Us Part 2 wasn't a surprise. I mean, but like I would have, if you had asked me, hey, you know, is Naughty Dog working on The Last of Us 2? I probably would have said yes. You know,
yeah. I
would have liked to be legitimately like shocked, like, whoa, that came out of nowhere, like I was with Loco Roco and Patapon and those that came out of left field, and that was really cool. But I mean, overall, phenomenal conference.
Yes, really, and the one bad thing is it's really hard to keep secrets on the big stuff.
Yeah.
Like you have so many people telling their, people they live with or other people, and people getting in and getting pictures or leaks, and it is really hard to keep that stuff under wraps.
I would have loved to be surprised by Marvel.
I get it. I wish they did a better job, but like
still, as far as pacing and announcements go, you can't really ask for much better. I mean, it was fan favorites and stuff that, quite honestly, Sony's probably not going to make a whole lot of money off of. I mean, stuff like stuff like Loco Roco and the Crash Bandicoot will probably sell okay, but like, I mean, it's not going to be another Last of Us. It's not going to be another.
No.
It's not going to be Horizon or anything like that. But the fact that they're doing it shows that they care. I mean, that's showing that they care about the fans, what the fans want, and for those who know what those properties are, it's great, and it's absolutely going to make me turn on my PS4 when those come out.
Absolutely, I can't wait for them and everything. Overall, I think a great conference. Sony did what it needed to do. Yeah, I would have liked some more surprises. I would have liked some more Square Enix. But we got what we got. Yeah. And Mike, thank you for coming on and making this video with me.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. For those who are wondering, Malcolm is moving into a new house. Not that really far away, but enough that he has to take the time to do that. With that, I'm Eddie Stash.
I'm Mike Ross.
Everybody, stay epic.